What's up, what's going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering how to unlock the ZRG sniper rifle from Cold War for those of you that are free to play in Warzone. Now, we have gone over this in the past, however, lots of new players have joined. We're on a completely different map, and overall, maybe there's some players out there that are still struggling to unlock this, so I wanted to put out an updated version. Before we dive into it here, if you guys do enjoy this content at any time or find this video helpful in any way, make sure you show your support for the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. Let's go and throw an easy goal of 50 likes on today's video, as well as if you guys would like to find your way back to the channel for more Call of Duty content, make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button, also that notification bell so we don't miss you in future videos. Now, in order to unlock this weapon, you guys are going to first need to know what the challenge is. So if you guys go to where you edit your loadout, scroll over to the sniper rifle category, go down to the ZRG, your challenge should be read as follows. Using sniper rifles, get 2 long shots in 10 different matches. Now, this isn't overall the most difficult challenge we have faced. However, it can be a little bit more difficult with the recent nerfs to the sniper rifles, but we will get into a recommended loadout later in the video. Now, the first thing I want to dive into is what game mode you guys should be playing. I always recommend Plunder in all of my videos for the simple fact that regardless of your skill level, it will allow you guys to have the most possible time to get this progress on your challenge. However, Caldera Clash makes a great LTM, as well as running Rebirth Blood Money quads, as it can give you a ton of engagements and overall make this challenge a lot faster. Now, for this challenge in particular, you're going to want to land on the outskirts when it comes to Caldera Clash. It doesn't really matter where you land on Rebirth, but when it comes to Caldera and jumping into Plunder itself, I highly recommend that you guys land Airfield, as this is where the majority of engagements take place, and it will allow you to find enough players to actually get progress toward your challenge as well. I always recommend this because a lot of people land here for their weapon challenges, are trying to level up their weapons, and again, like I said, it just has the most engagement. Now, when it comes to jumping into Plunder, I highly recommend when you go toward the airfield to land towards the outskirts, as this is going to be a long shot related challenge. You guys are going to want to kind of put some distance between you and the enemies, and it also allows less people to land behind you. Overall, just limiting the amount of third parties that might take place while you're trying to get your progress done. Now, with this challenge in particular, like I said, it is long shots. I recommend shooting for anywhere over 100 meters. I don't know the exact number where the long shot counts, but I was getting long shots over 100 meters, so I recommend keeping it within that range, as they have nerfed most of the sniper rifles that are available, so it makes this a lot more difficult, because you're going to have to, in some cases, hit multiple shots to get your elimination. Unfortunately, all the one-shot headshot eliminations come under the long shot distance, so again, you are likely going to have to hit people multiple times, unless you just get lucky and hit somebody that is already highly damaged. Now, this can be a little bit of a pain. However, the good news is you're only shooting for 2 of these in a single match, and unlike other challenges, it's only requiring you to do 10 matches. Now, the most difficult part here is that you more than likely are going to need to land headshots in order to achieve this easily, so it's nice to find those players that are sitting in a head glitch, mostly not aimed at you, of course, because it'll make it a lot easier to line up your shot, and then you'll be able to hit your target. If you do have to hit them multiple times, it can be a little bit more of a pain, but I'm highly confident, especially jumping into Caldera Clash, that you'll be able to find these people that aren't really moving, and you'll have some luck getting your elimination. Now, this challenge was a lot easier before the nerf, because most of the snipers were able to do a lot more damage at higher distances. One thing I do want you guys to avoid is going too far in distance, because it's going to make hitting those shots a lot more difficult. Like I said before, anything over 100 meters should count to a long shot, so you're going to want to limit yourself to, I say, under 200, just to make those shots a bit easier, and hope that you can find somebody that's really not moving all that much in case you have to hit multiple shots. Unfortunately, there isn't really any field upgrades to give you an advantage in this one like many of the other challenges, but it is good to run a supply box just so you guys can get more ammunition in case at any point you run out. But now that we've covered some tips and tricks, I do want to dive into a recommended loadout that will give you guys the best opportunity to complete this, and it's going to be with the Cold War Tundra. Alright, so for the attachments on our Tundra, we have as follows. For the muzzle, we have that wrap suppressor. For the barrel, the 28.2-inch Tiger team. For the laser, I'm using the SWAT 5mm laser sight. For our underbarrel, we have the front grip, and then last but not least, for our rear grip, we're running that field tape. So now we've covered some tips and tricks. You guys know what the recommended loadout is. Unfortunately, the best sniper rifle possible for this challenge is the one you're trying to unlock, which is the ZRG, because it does pretty much have infinite range as far as hitting a headshot and getting a one-shot elimination. Now, there's one more thing I want to address here, and it's whether or not you can leave the lobby upon actually completing your progress in your single match, and that's going to depend on whether or not you can see it track. So at any point during the match that you are confident you've hit your shots, you're going to want to go into where you edit your loadout in game, scroll over to the snipers, down to the ZRG. If you have obtained the progress on your challenge, you can then back out and jump into your next match, which overall will limit the amount of time this should take you. But that's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support on the channel, and most importantly, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.